Good morning, student. In this previous lecture, we have studied about some important built-in functions in Python. Now, in this lecture, we are going to study about the scope of variable. This is the topic of today, variable scope. That means what is the scope of variable. Now, let's see the scope. What does it mean? A variable can be accessed inside region where it is defined or assigned. What does it mean? In the program, a block of code where we are going to define a variable, in what region we have defined or assigned the variable or creating the variable. Only there we can access the value of variable. Outside that region, we are not able to access the variable. This is called scope. There are two types of scope. First one is local scope. What does it mean? A variable assigned or created inside a function can be accessed inside that function only. That means the variable defined within any body of function that will be used inside that function. We cannot use outside that function. Second one is global scope. A variable defined in main block or body of program called global variable. That is, any variable which are going to define outside the function is called global variable and can be accessed anywhere in the program, and we can call the variable in anywhere in the program. Now we will see the example for this. Now here we are going to see local scope. Now this is the program for local scope. Defined by local scope is the function x equal to =1 print x by local scope. This is calling part of function. Here the variable x, which is defined within the function by local scope, this is called a local scope variable. Now let's see the output for this function. See, this is return the value of x, that is 111. Now this is called local scope variable. Why it is called local scope variable? If we are going to call this variable outside the function, here if we are going to print this variable outside the function, see the result. First time local variable will be printed. For second s, name x is not defined. What does it mean? That is, here the variable x is not defined. That is, we cannot access this x outside the function body. The value will be printed for this variable, and for this x the error will be generated. Now we are going to see the global scope of variable. Now this function is going to explain about global scope of variable. See here, define by global scope, print x by global scope and print x. Here 1x is printed within the function, where inside the function there is no declaration or assignment for this x. This x is defined here outside the function or in the main body of the program. So where we are going to print two statements. First the variable inside function and second the variable outside the function. Now we will see the result. See, here two value will be printed. One for local variable, second is global. That means here the x is the global variable which can be accessed within the function and outside the function. This is called the global variable assignment. This is global assignment of variable. Now, if we want to change a local variable into global variable, then we have to use global keyword. What does it mean? If by default we are going to define any variable as a global, but we have defined inside the function, that means local declaration of variable, then how to change this x into global variable? If here we are going to print the x, this will generate the error. In above program we have seen the error. Here the error will be x is not defined, but if we want to make this x as global variable, then we have to use global keyword. Global keyword that converted the x into global variable. Now here x is global variable. Here x is global variable. Now see the output. This is the result. If we are not going to declare this x as global, see the result. Name error. X is not defined. This is how to make a local variable as a global variable. Now this x treat as a global variable, and we can call anywhere inside the function and outside the function. Now if we are going to define same variable two times, one as a local scope and one as a global scope, then what will happen? Now here if we are going to declare x, see this is the program to print. Here we have to use one x is as global and second x is local, and we have printed the local value of x and global value of x. Now see the result. What will be reflected by the Python? See here two values will be returned. One is local variable, second one is global variable. What does it mean? This is clarified. If we are going to declare same variable as local and global, the Python treats it as two different variables. Here we have get the two variable of x. First one is local value and second one is global value. The variable is same but having different scope. One is having global scope and second one is having local scope. Then it will be printed two value by the Python. So now I hope this is clear to you about scope of variable. Now this is all about scope of variable. Thank you for watching.